All right. Good evening, everyone. Hello, everyone. Good evening. First of all, welcome to the Trade Code Bootcamp. And I'm really glad you are here because if you are here tonight, it means you actually learned something different for yourself. Literally, no cap. Right? You want something different for yourself. And let me just say this from the beginning. This boot camp is not just one random class, okay? It's not just one, I don't even call it a class. It's not just, this is a mindset reset, okay? This is a subconscious reprogramming session because before anything works in trading, your mindset has to be, right. Your mindset literally has to be right. Your perception has to be right. The way you think has to be right. You don't just wake up and say, "Oh, I want to go trade. I want to be a trader." And then you start entering trades. No, no, baby, it doesn't work like that. If you are coming into trading with the wrong mindset, you will lose. You will lose. So if you're here tonight with the things that you've heard online, things people told you about trading or a fixed mindset, I need you to drop it. I know some of you are already traders. You guys have been trading with me, but for the purpose of those who are new, like new babies to trading, please, whatever you've heard outside, "Oh, trading is this, trading that," please drop it, okay? Drop it because tonight I'm going to help you restructure how you think. There are two types of mindset, guys. There are two types of mindset. We have the fixed mindset and the growth mindset. So if you stay in that fixed mindset, you keep, struggling. You will keep struggling. And honestly, I don't need do to introduce myself, right? You guys already know me. So let's keep all of that, right? Let's keep that part. So like I said, we have two type of mindset. We have the fixed mindset and a growth mindset. And some people have this fixed mindset. They believe that, oh, this is how it's supposed to be. Yeah, I don't believe anything's gonna work for me. It has always been like this. No, those kind of set of people are people that believe this is this is the system and I cannot change it. So if you are like that, you need to drop that kind of mindset, that kind of mentality. Now the growth mindset believe that if she put in the work, she's going to see result. If she do it exactly the way she's been taught, she's going to see result. She doesn't believe in, that fixation, that fixed mentality. That's not what a growth mindset believes in or does. So please, I need you to be in the growth mindset. All right. And let me be honest with you, this is not something I just came up with randomly. This was the same process my mentor, who is also my friend, took me through. Okay, so he literally had to reprogram my mind because I had so much rubbish about trading, nonsense about trading, so many wrong things about trading. And until that was fixed, nothing else worked. And that's why I'm doing this for you tonight because this is the part most people skip. Nobody did this for them. They just jumped into trading. They rush to copy signals or probably to go and learn how to analyze. And one of the most significant reason why people go into trading is because they want to make money. So they rush to make money. And what happens? They keep losing. And do you know why? Because something is off. That's why even when you learn all these things, you still lose. It's because something is off. So it doesn't matter what strategy I give you. Even if I give you my exact strategy right now, like literally right now, if I give you my exact strategy, tell you this is exactly what I do. Even if I give you access to my signals right now, you will still struggle. You will still lose because this foundation is missing. All right. And this right here, this is the stage, this is the foundation that you need. And if I don't do this for you, then everything else I give you, I'm just wasting my time. I'm just wasting my time. You might get access to signals, you might learn strategies, you might even make small money, but it's gonna be sufficient. You won't last. You won't last. So tonight we are fixing that. I want this to feel like a conversation, you know, not me talking at you. I don't want it to feel like teaching. I want it to feel like a conversation, okay? I want you to actually listen and reflect on yourself because the truth is, a lot of people don't have access to this kind of information, and that's why even when they make money, they lose everything again. So, tonight, I need you to relax your mind and also, please don't overthink, okay? No need for you to think too much. Just listen. Just do what listen because what we're about to talk is the real reason why most traders fail before they even start. Now, let's talk about something very honestly. A lot of you are not actually trading. Mm, a lot of you are not actually trading. You guys are reacting. You see a trade, you enter. You see profit, you get excited. You see a loss or you see loss, you panic. You're not in control. Your emotions are. And this is where the problem starts, emotional trading. A lot of traders don't lose because they don't have a strategy. Oh. So many traders do not lose because these people don't have a strategy. They lose because they don't know how to control themselves. You enter trades because you feel like you are missing out. That's why most of you enter a trade. In a signal room, let's say there's a lot of signals dropping, and so you've missed some signals, and then you're not entering this signal because you feel like, oh, I have missed signals since morning, since last week I have missed signals. So now you rush to enter a signal. Now you take that signal because you are taking that signal because you feel like you've been missing out. You want to recover quickly. Like you want to recover quickly when you lose money, right? You're trading on impulse. You are scared of losing opportunities. And then what do I mean by that? Probably you feel like, for those of you who can analyze, right? Oh, this thing is supposed to win. I mean, this strategy is supposed to win. It's supposed to be a winning trade. So I don't want to lose this opportunity. So you're not actually taking your time. So you see, not because the setup actually makes sense, right? And if we are being honest, if we're being honest, some of you already know this. Another thing again is impatience. This is a big one, guys. You don't want to wait. You don't want to wait. You don't want to sit your ass down and observe. You don't want to let the market come to you. You want to force it. You want results right now. Like right now, I want results. You want to flip money quickly. You want to flip your money quickly. You want to feel like something is happening. But trading doesn't reward impatience. Do you know what it does? It punishes you. Gambling mindset. And this is where it starts to look like gambling. I'm talking about the gambling mindset, guys. Let's be honest here, guys. If you are entering trades without a structure or without structure, hoping it goes your way, that's not trading now. Come on. That is gambling. Let me repeat myself. I said if you are entering trades without structure and you are hoping it goes your way, that's not trading. That's gambling. A lot of people don't like hearing that or don't like hearing this part because it's the truth, and they say the truth is always bitter, right? Yeah, but that's the truth. Another thing is lack of structure. Lack of structure. You don't have a plan, you don't have rules, you don't have a system. So every trade, feels like, excuse me, every trade feels different. Every decision is random. You're taking random decisions, right? And when everything is random, your results, of course, will be random. The next one is chasing signals. Chasing signals. You see someone post a result, you run there. You see another person, you move again. You keep jumping from one place to another. Only you. You see this Telegram group, you run to there. You see an ad where a trader is advertising the best, you run there. Your friend tells you this place, oh, they are winning here, oh, they are making money here, oh, the signals are so good, oh, you go there chasing signals. Your whole mentality, your whole mind is revolved around, I want the best signal, I want the best signals. Yes, I'm not saying for you to look for best signals is bad, but it will destroy you if you keep jumping from one place to another. Because you're not actually learning anything. You're just copying blindly. You're just copying blindly. And the truth is this, even if the signal is correct, you still don't understand why. You still don't understand anything. So you can't grow, you can't repeat it, you can't scale. You want a business that is scalable. So when you copy blindly, all of these conditions cannot meet. So now let me shift your mindset, okay? The trade code is not about signals, it's about identity, okay? Because the problem is not the markets. The problem is how you approach the market. You don't need more signals, guys. You need a different way of thinking. You need structure, discipline, you need patience and control. You need to become the kind of person who can trade properly. And once that changes, everything else becomes, easier, easy peasy. So if you are listening to me right now and you are realizing that, okay, I've actually been doing this the wrong way, good. That's exactly where I want you to be. Because awareness is the first step, guys. Literally, awareness is the first step. If you don't see the problem, you can't fix it. How can you fix something that you don't know has a problem? And tonight, we are starting that process. Now that you understand this, let's go deeper. Now, let's talk about something that will actually change everything for you. Okay? You lot came into trading because of the money. Well, let's be honest. You saw people making money, you heard stories, you saw profits, and you said to yourself, okay, I want this. Let me also join the gang. And there's nothing wrong with that. The problem is the way most people approach money in trading is actually wrong. You're not thinking long term, you're thinking quick money. You want fast results, you want quick wins, you want to flip your money, you want to double your money. And that mindset is what is keeping people stuck. Let me tell you something simple. Motivation is not what makes you profitable. Discipline is. It's as simple as ABC. You will not always feel like trading. You will not always feel confident. You will not always feel ready. But disciplined traders still follow their plan even when they don't feel like it. The next one is structure versus hype. You need to stop following hype. Today it's this strategy, tomorrow it's another one. Everybody's shouting this works, that works. This is the one that works. But real traders don't move like that. They have a structure. They have something to follow. And when you have a structure, you don't get distracted easily. I mean, if my strategy is good and I'm making money, why do I need to be jumping up and down looking for another thing, looking for what is not missing? From today, stop looking for waiting no lost. Okay? Stay one place. You are moving up and down, looking for waiting no lost. I'm sorry for those people who don't understand pigeon. I'm saying stop looking for what is not missing, literally. Nothing is missing. You are just too distracted. You don't have a structure. You're following hype. I'm going to talking about risk management, because this one is very, very important. This is where a lot of people get it wrong. Some of you see risk as something bad, like it's limiting you, like it's stopping you from making money. But risk is actually what protects you. If you don't know how to protect your money, you won't keep it, right? You can make money today and lose everything tomorrow. And that's exactly what happens to most traders. So you need to understand risk management. You need to understand risk management. And we also have what we call time perspective shift. And this is the biggest shift I want you to make tonight. Stop thinking in days, start thinking in months, start thinking in years. Because real wealth is not built overnight. I've never seen that before. I have never seen Rome built in a day. They say Rome wasn't built in a day, right? So why do you think you want to become a billionaire, a millionaire in a day? Why do you want to make money that why do you want to make money that took, the people that you are looking at took them years to make it. You want to make it in a day. It doesn't work like that. Time perspective shift. Wealth is not built overnight, it's built with consistency. It's built with consistency, with patience, with control. So instead of saying, I want to make money quickly, I need you to start thinking, I want to build something I can sustain, something sufficient, something sustainable, something scalable, something that doesn't disappear, something that actually grows. And when you start thinking like this, everything changes for you guys. You stop rushing, you stop forcing trades, you stop making emotional decisions, and you start moving like someone who actually understands money. So, this is a new way for you to understand money. So, now you have seen where the problem is, right? You have seen how your mindset needs to shift. Next, let me show you how everything is structured so you don't get lost. All right, so we're going to move into structure and pathways. So now we're coming to the end of this session, and I really hope you didn't just listen to me. I hope you actually understood what I said, because the truth is, some of you will hear this and you are going to apply it. And some of you will go back and still do the same thing. I mean, I can't control that. I don't have control over what you're doing. And that's fine. At least I have done my own parts, right? But now you have to do your own parts. Yes, honey, you have to do your own part. So let me explain how everything is going to work from here, right? Let me explain how everything is going to work from here. You have gone through the bootcamp now. This stage is your reset. This is where we fix your thinking, your mindset, your approach. Now, the next phase is the iconic elite program. This is a 3-day program, and this is where things get deeper. This is where we now refine how you think, how you operate, how you approach trading as a skill. And after that, you move into the full academy. Now, before we close, there's something I need to say. I need you to really understand this part. It is very, very important that you learn how to treat yourself. Yes, you can start with signals. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, a lot of people started from there or start from there. You can copy, you observe, you make your money, your cool money. But if you're thinking long term, like myself, I think long term, right? You cannot depend on signals forever. You can't. I'm sorry, you can't. So you need to think about it this way. If you want to become a doctor, a medical doctor, right? You don't just, stand beside a doctor and be watching forever, right? You go and you learn the skill. You go to school, you learn the skill. You go to medical school, you learn the skill. If you want to become a lawyer, you study it. If you want to become anything valuable, you learn it. I mean, it could be anything. Maybe how to become a good trader, like sell in the market. You go learn from someone that actually knows how to sell. You learn negotiation skills. You learn marketing strategies and all of that. You want to learn how to, edit. You go learn, learn it. So why should trading be different? Why should trading be different? My philosophy is simple. I believe I can learn anything, literally. I believe I can learn any skill. And trading is a skill. Nobody was born knowing how to trade. I learned it. And if you're serious, you can learn it too. Because let me ask you something. If the person you're copying signals from stops tomorrow, what happens to you? I mean, what becomes of you? What happens to you? What happens to you? Some of you have even experienced these before. I mean, someone stopped posting. Someone stops posting or disappears or become inconsistent and everything, just scatters for you. Your life become, shambles. And that's why I always say learn the skill. Don't let anyone deceive you, copy trades and yes, you can copy trade, but if you want long term, you want to be in control of everything, please learn the skill. It's not difficult. But listen, if right now you don't have the time or you don't have the capacity yet, no problem. Start where you are. You can start with signals, you can make money, good money. But as you're making that money, please think long term. Don't stay there forever. Because guys, there's so much money in this market. Fucking money. Like, I'm sorry, I use the preferred word. There's a shit ton of money. Trillions of dollars move every single day. And just imagine what you can make when you actually know what you're doing. My mentor makes nothing less than $15,000 to $25,000 in a single day, guys. We have the same 24 hours in a day. This guy literally makes nothing less than $15,000 to $25,000 in a day. More than $25,000 in a day. That's on a very good day. I'm not there yet, but we're getting there. And that's the journey. So, I hope you have learned something tonight. And more importantly, I hope you applied it because I don't just want this to be information. This is something that can actually change how you trade, that can change your life literally. So, let me quickly say something very important before we close. Just because I don't want anyone to misunderstand what we're doing here or what we've done here so far, okay? I'm not saying that after tonight you will just go and say, "Oh, I've listened to everything. Bye bye to losses. I'm never gonna lose again." No, this is a phase where you start becoming even more aware, like more aware of yourself. You're still going to make mistakes, and those mistakes are actually part of what will shape you. That will strengthen you if you allow yourself to learn from them. And let me be very clear, losses are part of trading. Even us, we still take losses. So don't come into this thinking, I'm in the now, I'm in the trade cartel now, I'm in the first class tier, the first class plan, I'm in the best plan, so I will not lose again. No, no, baby, no. You will lose some trades. You will lose some trades. That's normal. But what will make you different? What's that thing that's gonna make you different? What separates you from the next person or from the next trader? What separates you from the next person is that you now have a structure, a system, a plan. So when a loss happens, you're not panicking. You're not confused because you understand what you're doing. And this is the real goal. Your wins should be more than your losses. That's what makes you profitable. And this is where the difference really, shows. This is where the difference really plays out. You will finally understand or know why you are entering a trade. You will know when to trade, when not to trade, if the market is good, if the market is volatile. You will even understand things like news, what is affecting the market, why a currency is moving. So if you want to take a trade, you're not just clicking buy or sell randomly. You have a reason, a clear reason. And let me even shock you. Sometimes you will do everything right. You will analyze properly, you will follow your strategy, everything will align, and the market will still go against you. But you don't panic because you understand. This is part of the game, guys. Literally, this is part of the game. So, what I'm trying to say is this boot camp is not removing losses from your life. So, it is changing how you approach trading. It is building you into someone who can actually handle this. All right. So, now let me help you fix all of this because at this point, if we just keep talking, you're just gonna feel motivated, nodding your head, and then tomorrow you're still gonna go back and repeat the same thing. The truth is, most of you are the problem of yourself, not the market. It is not the strategy, it is not the signal, it is you. And if we don't fix that, nothing I give you will work. Nothing. I'm gonna start from something very simple. A lot of you are trading without a plan. So you wake up, you open your app, you look at the market, and you just enter. No direction, no structure, no target, nothing is guiding you. And you expect consistency from that? It's not trading, that is playing. And it doesn't work like that. Trading without a plan is like entering an exam hall without reading and hoping you remember everything, you remember something. You might get lucky once, but you will fail over time. So, how do we fix this? Number one, you need a trading plan. You need to know how much you are aiming to make, how many trades you are taking, and when to stop. What percentage are you targeting? How much do you want to make in a week? How much do you want to make that day? Or how much do you want to make daily? How much do you want to make monthly? How many trades are you allowing yourself to take? Because if you don't define it, then your emotions will define it for you. And emotions are very unstable. That's why 1 minute you are in profit, the next minute you have given everything back to the system. You don't just enter the market without direction. And don't worry, I'm going to give you access to my trading plan like I promised and my mentor's trading plan. So you have no excuse. So when I say you guys are the problem of yourself, really, some of you are the problem of yourself. Now imagine someone is coming to trading with just $20. He's supposed to follow a percent rule, like follow a percent rule based on your bankroll, which is your capital. But no, you are coming with $20 and you want to start your trade with $5, meaning you have $15 left. What are you doing to yourself? You are setting yourself up. And once you do that, your emotions enter. And once your emotions enter, you lose control. Your accounts start shaking and then you start trading on impulse. So that is why a trading plan is very, very important for every trader. Most traders do not know this. And some of them, they have a trading plan, but they don't stick to the trading plan. You're not disciplined enough. You need to know when you are supposed to leave a trade. You need to know how much you want to make in a day. And once you hit your target, once you make that amount of money, you leave. You're not leaving because the market is bad. You're not leaving because there's no more sickness. You're not leaving because you don't want to make money, but you're leaving because you have set a standard, a structure for yourself. You're leaving because you are disciplined. Now, let's talk about something that is even worse than lack of plan: greed. It's destroying a lot of people, it's destroying you. So, the thing is, you make small profit. Instead of securing it, you want more. Let me tell you something: greed is not loud, it is very quiet. I mean, it would never come and tell you, oh, look at me, I'm here. Do you know what it's going to tell you? Just one more trade. Just take one more. Take one more. Take one more trade. And you have made profit. Instead of you to secure it and rest, you say, okay, let me just enter one more. That's one more. Underline word, one more. Is what blows your account, wipes everything. So you overtrade, you increase your percent rule, you enter again and again, and you lose everything. I have seen this happen too many times. So what do? You set a realistic target. You need to decide, okay, today I'm aiming for this percentage. I'm aiming for this amount. This is what I want to make this month. This is what I want to make today. And once you hit it, you stop. You stop. Guys, you stop. There's this mentee of mine who started with less than a $150. And he was able to grow it to over $1,200. But after that, he stopped following the advice that I gave to him. He stopped following the structure. He literally became greedy. So he started doing his own thing. He stopped following the plan. He started increasing his percent rule, entering unnecessarily, following random signals, jumping from here and there, and everything started going down. So it's not always that you don't know what to do. It's not always lack of knowledge. Sometimes it's your behavior. You just don't know how to control yourself. So you need to learn how to control yourself. So now, have you seen why having a trading plan is very important? And being disciplined is also very important, because you may have a trading plan, but you're not disciplined. So you need a plan. Simple. You need to know, how much am I willing to use per trade? How much am I aiming to make today? When do I stop? Because if you don't define it, if it is not defined, you will keep overdoing it, and that's where you lose everything. Now, another thing you need to understand is not every day is for trading. Some days the market is not clear. Some days the market is too volatile. Some days it's even better you stay out completely. But because you feel like, oh, I must trade today, then you force it. And that's where unnecessary losses comes from. Now, if I want to talk about signals properly, because I don't want anybody to misunderstand this, okay? There is actually nothing wrong with copying signals. Let's be very clear. That's why it's even there. I mean, you can start from there. A lot of people started from there. I started from copying signals. I didn't start by analyzing myself. I started from copying signals from my mentor while I was learning. So I started from copying signals. And you can make money from it. But please listen carefully. Even when you are copying signals, you should still be thinking, because every trade I gave, there is a reason behind it. I don't just wake up and say buy or sell. There are conditions, there is timing, there is structure behind it. So when I tell you why I'm taking a trade, you should start training your mind to understand it, because I'm literally going to tell you why I'm taking this trade. I'm going to tell you why I'm taking a buy or sell trade, so that you are not just clicking, you are becoming aware. That's the difference. So you start learning, observing, understanding. Because the goal is not for you to be dependent forever. The goal is for you to also grow. And that's why, for those of you that will learn how to analyze, following my strategy and everything that I'm going to teach you, you will get to a point where even when I drop a signal, you understand it. You know why it makes sense. And for those copying, you are still learning indirectly. You are still observing. You are still growing. So nobody is left out. Do you understand? So, guys, part of growth is knowing when not to trade. That alone will save you money. And this is exactly why we structured everything the way we did. This bootcamp is not to teach you everything, okay? It's to fix your foundation, like I said earlier. Because if I give you everything now without this mindset, you will still misuse it. I mentioned this at the beginning of this bootcamp. And that's where the iconic elite program comes in, which is the next phase. This is where things go, deeper, where we refine how you think, how you execute, how you build structure. So this is where you start learning how to think properly, manage your trades properly, and build something sustainable, how to compound your money using my framework. What we have done here is awareness, which is a big transformation. And beyond that, we also have what we call the trade and flip mentorship. Because making money is one thing, but keeping it and growing it into real wealth is a different ball game. It's another thing entirely. Some of you will make money, like real money, bastard money. But if you do not know what to do with it, you're still gonna end up with nothing. So this is where we now start teaching how to turn trading profits into real assets, how to move money into investment, how to build something that actually lasts. That is something that lasts beyond you. This is not just about making money, it's about building wealth. That's how you build generational wealth. So it's not just about trading. This is about your life, how you think, how you make decisions, and how you handle money. So at this point, it's no longer whether trading works or not, it's about you. Are you going to apply this? Or are you going to go back to your old habits? Because that's where the real difference is. And with that, we have come to the end of the Trade Code Bootcamp. I really hope you didn't just enjoy the session. I hope you actually take something from it. And more importantly, I hope you apply it. Because one thing I love about trading is this: trading exposes you, it shows you the kind of person that you are. And this process is going to help you become even better, better in how you think, better in how you act, better in how you make decisions. And with the help of God, you will grow. And with that, we have come to the end of the Code Bootcamp. From tomorrow, we move into the iconic Elite program. This is a 3-day program. If you are in the first class tier, send me a message and I'll give you access to the session tomorrow. I will see you on the next level. Thank you for being here tonight. Have an amazing, amazing, amazing night. And I will see you in the next phase or for the iconic Elite program. Good night and sweet dreams. I love you all.